Hello guys, and welcome to episode 12 of Feed the Beast, Plum Labs. And what have we got here? So you awake in a strange dream, quietly write it down before your memory fades. So I believe this is through a Thorncraft. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep this guy in here. I'm going to keep him inside my crafting grid, because I believe I'm not going to get into Thorncraft yet. I'm going to leave Thorncraft specifically for another day. What I want to get into though is a bit of Industrial Foregoing. Now Industrial Foregoing, it's a mod that is pretty old actually. Well, I say it's old. The name Industrial Foregoing is pretty new to the modding community. But Industrial Foregoing, the mod was originally called Mine Factory. Then the mod was Mine Factory Reloaded, and then the mod just became Industrial Foregoing. And as you can see, what I've got here is a manual to it. I crafted myself a manual just a second ago, as you just saw me do it. And what I want to do is look at the getting started bit. So you've got a little introduction to Industrial Foregoing, so how the mod works and stuff, and get yourself started. So to get yourself started, you need to place a tree fluid extractor in front of a log to collect latex and pump it into a latex processing unit with some water to get tiny rubber. And this is the new way of getting rubber rather than having those big trees, I believe. So yeah, so what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to go and create a tree fluid extractor. So I take it it's not the only thing that we're actually going to be extracting from trees, which is kind of funny actually. I believe we probably can do this actually just entirely, like this is really early game, like it's a really early game thing this, so this shouldn't be too complicated of a recipe. So they do intend for this to be very early game. So tree fluid extractor, I believe it's probably going to need some power, I can imagine. I'm also going to need the latex processing unit. Okay, so the latex processing unit is a machine frame. I believe you can use the one interchangeably, so you can use a simple machine chassis, which is just some grains of infinity. The hell? You see, you burn bedrock and get grains of infinity, I take it. Okay, I think we'll just stick with a simple one. I think that seems, yeah. Let's just stick with a good old-fashioned simple machine frame from Thermal Expansion. So let's get tin gear. Let's make the actual machine frame. So I do like how the mod authors actually sort of made all the mods compatible with each other, so you don't have to worry about. I think they've all dictionaried them as the same thing, so it does work out. So you can use machine frames, some alternating mods and stuff. So this latex processing unit, my main thing is, does it need power? Well, not the processing unit, the tree fluid extractor. And I'm worried, will it work with vanilla trees? Or does it have to work with, can it work with modded trees? That's what I think that's my first question. Will it work with modded trees? I think I might, no, I might just have this as my sort of tree using unit, if you will. So if I stick that guy there, does he require power? No, he doesn't require power. He's getting latex out of it. I'm almost tempted to say, should I just get a tree, like downstairs, and then just try and grow it. Will a tree even grow underground? I don't even know. I've never actually tried to grow a tree underground before. Well, I think what I might do is grow a tree really close to my house, and then just use fluid ducts to send it right down. So I'm just thinking that might be a bit easier than having more and more fluid ducts. Since we just seem to be having fluid ducts like coming out of our ears by this point, just all sending different things all around our base. Okay, I believe, are we run out of copper? Okay, now that is quite shocking actually. I did not expect us to run out of minerals that quick. So I believe do we have any other ore lying around? So that could be very helpful. Okay, we've got some aluminium ore, but that's the only other ore that we actually have lying around. I believe this guy is still finishing up my glass from earlier actually. He's also managed to make some gravel out of doing that, which I'm not going to complain about. So what should be happening is we should be getting quite a bit of glass. Yes, we are. So we've run out of copper, which is a bit of a shame actually, considering it's just so, should not rare at all. So, I believe do I have any bone meal? Okay guys, so time to test if this theory works. I've had probably loads of you ride this, if this doesn't work especially, I bet you guys are just screaming at me like, this is gonna work, what are you doing? But I don't know, I just want to see. Well, they're saying that, does it actually have to be next to a tree to work? That's what I want to know. Or does it just have to be next to a piece of wood? So tree fluid extractor, when placed in front of any log. Oh, so it just has to be a log. Ah, I'm in a derp. It doesn't have to be outside. Morgan, what are you doing? Okay, so cherry logs, I believe, look the coolest. So we're gonna... I'm trying to think where to put this to be the most practical. So plastic production, I could happily stick it here. Although I don't want it there, that looks kind of stupid. Okay, so I'll stick the block of wood there. Oh, they're saying that I'm just worried about it getting in the way of my system here. So, you know, actually I'm going to move it over here. God damn it. Third attempt. Third time's the charm, we always say. So now let's get a tree fluid extractor. Place this guy here. And I might need a second one actually, because he's pretty damn slow. And a fluid duct. So let's get some fluid ducts and stick this guy here. And I don't think he's going to automatically like transfer the fluid, which is the most annoying thing. And stored energy, yeah, he needs power. I somehow thought he was going to need power actually. You know, given the fact that I'd chosen to put him all the way over there. And I just knew there was just some way he'd need power. I just knew it. Just to be inconvenient. So, power. Probably the easiest way to send it. In fact, copper, we are actually very low on copper actually, so I don't think we're going to need to worry about power too much at the minute, so I don't think coal is really worth digging up. Now, what did I accidentally break here like a moron? Fluid ducts, that's it. There we go. I believe we should come across a power line shortly. Here we go. So here's a power line that I can just snag off of. This is one of the output ones, so shouldn't have to worry too much. Okay. Stick this guy there. Boom. He should now have power. So at some point I might just start using like wireless power and stuff, since it is considerably easier, but early game I think this isn't the end of the world. Now, I believe the servo here, I don't believe this servo is actually needed, so what I might do is take the servo off and stick him here. I know that there definitely needs to be a servo to actually get movement, as far as I'm aware. Okay, so you're getting fluid water and you need fluid latex. If I remove that, I don't believe you're going to get any more latex, are you? And it's just going to start getting stored in here. Yes, that's definitely the case. So you definitely need that. You also need water, and I really... This is now where I'm starting to debate. I'm starting to think, do I nick that aqueous accumulator and put it over there and treat this as one line? I don't know, actually. I kind of like the way that works at the minute. See, I don't think aqueous accumulators are particularly expensive anyway, so I've had to make quite a lot of them. So you can make them out of copper frames, or device frames rather, but I think the cheapest way probably is using a machine frame. Or does it have to be a device frame? Oh, I thought you could use either or. Actually, that's my bad. Oh, whoops! I just made more nuggets again because I'm a moron. Let's see. Aqueous accumulator, device frame, copper gear. Boom. Iron gears. Are we out of iron? Ooh, we are very close to being out of iron. You know, I'm gonna have to go on another mining trip, guys, because that's all of our iron gone again, annoyingly. I genuinely went on that last mining trip thinking, you know what, I'm gonna be good. We are gonna be good for iron, but we appear not to be. I'm literally now just having to scrape up any last piece of iron I can actually get, and it's really frustrating, actually. I mean, I think we are going to have the problem of now I've got no buckets left, so I've got no way to actually move the water from over there to here now. Yeah, if I look up, yeah, I've got no buckets, and we have 3 nuggets and 1 piece of iron left. There's no other way really to move water from one place to the other, unless you do it a really complicated way without a bucket. But if I'm honest, that's just, why the hell would you do that? So this guy's going to get his very own special aqueous accumulator, which I'm going to dump there. And I believe he gets his own amount of water anyway. He gets like a really tiny amount, I believe, just from like the atmosphere or whatever. So I'm going to stick this guy with a little fluid duct there. So he's just going to, you know... Although, does he not get any? I'm sure he at least used to get like just a really tiny amount of water from the air. Maybe not. Maybe they changed it out. Although maybe it's just going straight into here. Is it going into here? Nah. It's fine. We'll just have to go and get some water from somewhere. You can't really make any other buckets, can you? Can you make any buckets out of any other material other than iron? You can't make any like clay buckets or anything. Or you can make bowls and stuff, but they don't really... As far as I'm aware, you can't use a Minecraft bowl to physically move water from one place to the other. Can you? Is that a thing? Can you use bowls as buckets? I'm really not sure. I don't think you can. You can? Wow. I didn't... Is that a vanilla thing or is that something the mod adds? But I've never known bowls to actually behave in this way before. Why is it doing that? Why is it... For some reason the bowl keeps deploying without me wanting it to, continually. It's just done it again. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a mod feature, guys, that adds it, because the fact that it keeps glitching out, I mean, just keeps deploying water for just no reason. It definitely seems like something that would be a mod feature rather than a vanilla Minecraft feature. Because, yeah, it just seems to want to dump water wherever I am, and it's really frustrating. There we go. So water's in there now. It's still not enough to give it actually anything to work with, but... Okay, I'm going to attempt to do that again. Hopefully not make a mess out of it this time. Yeah, I'm not sure why the bowl, for some reason, kept just deploying the water. I'm not sure whether that is a vanilla Minecraft feature, or whether that's a mod feature. I'm sure bowls can't be used as buckets of vanilla Minecraft. So I presume it's a mod feature, and that's why it keeps dropping out of my inventory. Because I don't know what, it keeps overflowing, or I'm not sure what the logic is behind it. I think what I might do is get the bowl of water, drop it. There, because I'm not going to end up damaging the ladder like I was doing before. Run with the bowl. And hopefully I'll be able to make it just in time. To the aqueous accumulator. There we go, he's now filling it with water. Whew. That was a large length to go to, I must admit, just to avoid getting out of getting any iron from the mine. Okay, so this guy hopefully, so he's got some fluid latex in him, and why are you not getting any water in you? That's confusing. Oh, I know why, because it outputs from the top, doesn't it? By default, the aqueous accumulator. That's just a simple setting I can tweak, so I can say output from the right. Or the left, rather. So now all the water's going into here. I'm just using the water to produce tiny, dry rubber, which we can then use for industrial foregoing. Okay, guys, so now we actually have a latex processing unit. We pretty much have the basic starting stuff for industrial foregoing. We have the means to make plastic. And yeah, and the fact that we can use plastic is now a massive thing, because plastic is a massive, massive part of industrial foregoing. It's pretty much like the basic thing. So I don't want to go into animals yet, or my board. I believe it is going to be in resource production. What's a water condenser? When having 2 or more sides with water sources, it starts collecting water. I've seen that basically acts as a aqueous accumulator. Now what I am going to do though is that, I believe that's all the things that are in here. Is there an agriculture? Here it is. What I want to get is a plant sower and a plant gatherer. As I believe what these things will do is, in fact, you can use a hydrator as well, but I don't want to use a hydrator since you can just put water source blocks down and then you're perfectly fine. So plant seeds and saplings to be gathered in the plant gatherer. You can lock slots there. So essentially it plants stuff down. But if I'm honest, we're a little bit too low in resources to go and do that. So if I'm honest, what I think I'm going to have to do though is go mining before I can do absolutely anything. So I'm going to go do some mining and I'll be right back. Okay guys, quick mining trip over, and as you can see I've got a few basic resources. Like I said, it wasn't I don't like particularly doing massive mining trips. I find it a bit monotonous and whatever. But little mining trips I find actually quite fun and a bit a bit of a break from doing all the older machinery and stuff. So we are running out of time for the episode, guys. But I will sort of tell you guys my sort of long-term plan and what I want to do with this sort of industrial foregoing thing. So like I said, the main reason is I want to set up farming and stuff, because at the minute, like, our farming isn't, like, food for now. It's okay just to, go out and kill, like, pigs or cows or sheep, whatever, or chickens or whatever are about. But I'd like a more sustainable amount of food that's sort of coming in. And now we've got a potato, I believe. I definitely want to start a potato farm, which actually gives me another reason to do something actually. So I need to go and get some. I need to get a hoe. Although I can't get. This is embarrassing. I'm whether I have to get a golden hoe or a. Do you have anything to make a? No, I don't have any of those crystals or anything. So I'm just gonna have to get a stone hoe. I'm gonna have to bite the bullet and revert back to stone tools, because it's as much as I've just come back from a mining trip. Obviously, I've not processed any of my ores or anything. So consequently, at the minute, I'm still roaming around and I'm going to have to use a stone hoe, which is fine. There's not really any benefit to using a better hoe other than it has a bit more durability. And for what we're going to be using it for, we're not really going to need that much more durability on it. So I'm going to go and use this potato. I'm just going to go and plant it outside. Nothing special. Vanilla farming. And I'll just go and stick it down. Then because most of our shoreline is beach, so I think what I'm going to have to do is just go and nick a piece of dirt and plonk it down some. In fact, we already have dirt down here. What am I on about? I'll stick that there, and I'll stick my potato there. And I might bone meal it, actually. Yeah, bone meal it sounds like a cool idea, actually. Just so we can get some more, just so we can propagate more potatoes, because the more we end up with now, the easier it's going to be later on. Like with the farming, it's just not going to take as long to start up, which is my goal. Okay, so I'm going to bone meal this potato, fully grown. Okay, 4 potatoes. Wow, that's a lot of potatoes that came out of that. Is that vanilla? I'm sure with like vanilla you don't get that many potatoes. Maybe there's a mod that's changing it, but I don't know. So I'm going to go and change this a little bit. I'm going to hoe the ground and plant some potatoes. I'm going to go and bone meal this one again. 28%, 7%, fully grown, there we go. 2 potatoes. Okay, we didn't get as many that time. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and nick a little bit more dirt from here. I might also go and get a little bit more bone meal going. So if I till all that soil and get a little bit more bone meal, hopefully that should be more than enough for what we're going to need. Because I just want some potatoes when I start the farm up. We actually have like a decent amount of crop to start off with. So I'm not just like starting it with like 1 potato, because that would just be really embarrassing. Let's bone meal this guy. And I think at some point what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up the potato farm. So I think I might keep like a stack saved somewhere, but I think I might just have it automatically send the potatoes going towards like a smelting system, so we automatically get baked potatoes coming in, so we like have a permanently decent fuel source. But I think, guys, that's a pretty nice wrapping up point for the episode. I think we've made a pretty nice amount of progress. We've got Industrial 4 going started up. We did a mining trip. We get in like plastic. We've got rubber to make plastic and stuff. So yeah, I'd say that's a pretty nice place to leave the episode, actually. So yeah, we've got all this stuff going on here with Industrial 4 going. We've got a mini potato farm going. So for now, I'll just manually use the potato farm. But yeah, so thank you for watching, guys. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Anyways, goodbye from Plum.
Built a